Waddle.
On the tannoy
They
and
waddle.
want to hit her. They want to hit
What-
Karen on a tannoy because they hate her because she's so annoying.
What they do is try and remain cool and calm and non-desperate, although inside they're reeling with desperation, and walk fast but try and make it look slow, and then they see someone out of the corner of their eye, clock them and walk faster, and suddenly you've got this whole elbowing thing, and they're all around the chicken counter, and then there's fights, and it's wrong.
Well, I do the markdowns on produce, and when first day I did it, I said to the customers, right, I want no fighting, I want no pushing, I want no shoving, I want no arguing. I said if I get any of that, it will not be done. I walk out back and I will not do it.
You
And
had to do that to customers?
I said that the first day I went to do the markdowns. I said that to them, and they went okay. And then straight after that, they were really good. Every time I do markdowns, they wait patiently now.
Well, so let me get this straight. They're like sheep queuing up for the markdowns.
Yeah, they stand by it while I do it, and once it's all done, I said, there you go. But they don't fight over it. They're really like, would you like this? Yeah, I'll have that. Do you want some of that? Yeah. They're really organised.
It's dreadful.
Yeah, Astra 80%.
Thrusters 80%.
Some of them are lovely though. I see them every
Some
every
of
day.
them.
No, they're really nice. They have a chat with me.
What
and
about the others? Tell me about the others.
there is one person who, I won't mention any names, there's a person who goes on a Tuesday and we all dislike her because she's so rude. So what we do is Jamie goes, I'll do the markdown. I said, what time do you do it? And he's like, I'll do it at like 8 o'clock. So she waits around the store for hours while he does it.
That's cruel. Is she horrible though?
Yeah.
Perhaps you should headbutt her and kick her and stuff. Into the ground.
I pull the section of the markdowns out, throw her on the markdowns and slam her into the wall.
I'd love that. You know when people are rude when you're passing stuff through checkout. I've seen somebody being rude to someone before, and I just imagine them being with the checkout, the quiet little checkout boy, just grabbing them, dragging them across, and getting the scanner and sticking it in their mouth. Beep. Right, next, please.
You're worth nothing. Get out of my face. Oh, dearie me.
There was a massive queue in B&Q when we was on a camping trip, and my friend's son, they're like, oh my god, there's one person on the till, and someone said something, and the girl on the till said, well, sorry, they're at lunch. And John looked at me, he goes, I can't believe that. And his son said, oh dad, can we hurry up please? He was about 17, his lad. He said, just hang on a minute, John, will you? He says, oh, I can't hang on. And anyway, he went to go to the loo behind the till, and she said, you need the toilet key for that, and he's at lunch. Well, the toilet's locked in there.
That's actually
I know it's
illegal,
wrong.
that is.
I know it's wrong. So he went, right, fine. I went up to the bathroom suite, which was upstairs a level, and everyone's looking, and he dragged one of the toilets out to the front, and he said, do you want me to go in here? And pulled his strides down and sat on it. He didn't do it, but it was funny.
Oh my god!
That's one of my friends, it was his son. Complete tearaway.
My god, did security come? I'm like,
No, he just laughed. They just laughed, really. But they left the whole store. It was Homebase or something, or B&Q, and it wasn't a massive one, but it was, in the middle of nowhere in Gloucester, and there was nowhere for him to have a turd.
Astra 50%.
50%.
That's crazy.
Do what a man's got to do, eh?
You know the motorway signs where it says next service is 25 miles,
Yeah.
right? There was one right on the M25 that says next service is 33 miles,
Right.
or somewhere, right? When we're on the way, and I got my friend in Jamie's car, my other mad friend, who takes everything literally. So he sees the sign, and Terry says, "Well, I need to go to the toilet," and he says, "Well, it's just 33 miles next services." Now, anyone in their right mind would just pull off at the next exit and just find a place, because there's villages and towns, isn't there?
You can find like a super.
Oh no, but Jamie wouldn't. He kept going in a straight line, literally following what the road said, 33 miles. So Terry's in his 60s. He said, I can't wait any longer, and anyway, he had that Oasis drink. And of course, he's took the lid off and emptied that out the window, and he's trying to have a wee in the car. Anyway, it's driving past, we can see this, it's going all over the place. My mate David said, "What the hell's going on? Oh my God! Slow down, slow down!" I slowed down. He looked through the window. He said, "He's pissing in the air." We're on the motorway, and we're looking over. I couldn't see a thing, but the roars coming from passenger seats and stuff was hilarious. And anyway, we got to the services, and I'm in the garage. I've walked off. I filled up, walked off. Jamie's come in there and said, "You'll never guess what." I said, "What?" He said, I said, "No, I don't want to know. Get away from me, for Christ's sake." And anyway, he's got his mobile phone in bits, in half. You know, the old one where you could put the battery and SIM in. Going back a few years. He's saying, Paul. He was answering, trying to answer my phone because it was ringing at the same time. Look at it. It's dripping. I said, "Get out of me. It's all over his hands, right? And it's all over his mobile, and he's walking around the shop where I'm trying to get like last minute bits and a loaf of bread and some stuff to take camping with us. So he's around food and fridges and paying for fuel with it all over his hands with the mobile covered in it. Oh, you couldn't write it. You couldn't write that. That 15 minutes was absolutely unbelievable.
Oh my God! You think he would have been like, "I'm going to the bathroom to wash my hands"?
Yeah. Well, no, they're dumb, aren't they?
Did he have the dumb? Did he have the dumb?
Well, I say he's dumb. He's an extremely clever guy, but he's literal about everything. But it's great to be around people like that. I mean, he's quite magic, really. Do you know, I might bring him just for fun when I come up to Cambridge.
Yeah.
I think you guys will love him. I think you guys will
Awesome.
really like him. Lovely guy. If everyone in the world was like him, there wouldn't be any war. Every time people are around him, there's just accidents.
Oh God!
There's just masses of accidents around him.
Stand there, there'd be a pile up on the motorway.
It's a sad story. His sister had some triplets, and one of them became very, very ill after it was born, and didn't make it.
Oh no!
And at the funeral, and it can only happen to him, he went to sprinkle a bit of soil on the box as they do, and fell in. He fell in.
What?
Yeah, he fell in. He fell in. I'm not kidding you. This whole thing. If they did what they did with the Osbournes, you know, where they film everything with him and his family,
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. It would be global. It would be global. It's
That's your Philip
unbelievable.
Maximum velocity engaged.
That's crazy.
He went to sprinkle something in and fell in.
Oh my God!
And you know what? Everyone laughed. Everyone just stood there laughing at him. It's funny. It is funny though,
It's
really.
one way to make a funeral more amusing, I guess.
Yeah, but he's gone in bolt. He's gone in bolt forward, shoulder first. Bang.
Donk!
Yeah.
What did the old priest say? Was he a bit like,
Put the lid back on. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I weren't there. But I heard all about it, and at the wake it was the talk of it all. But I guess that's a good thing, really. Bit
Yeah.
of humour.
Definitely.
Well, he's at the funeral of the other matey on the 9th, I think it is, and we have a good day. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not opening around, nor is anyone else. We're gonna have a good day because he'll be there. But I've told him it's a cremation, so there's no sprinkling. He'll get cooked alive if he goes anywhere.
Get your hand burnt.
Yeah.
Probably do the stream to about 1 and then call it a night. See about another.
Have it.
Yeah. I've got a long way to travel again. I'm probably not going to make
Your mate said most British people grossly underestimate the actual worth of most things on the market.
Yeah, that's what Lawrence said, yeah.
Milk wars, isn't it, at the moment? Milk price
Oh
wars.
god, it's going up and down though.
Mind you, the issue is that for other stuff we pay hundreds of pounds for, and it's worth bugger all.
Yeah.
Look at computer stuff. Really, when is a graphics card going to be worth £500 in manufacturing
it
materials and labor?
depreciates, doesn't it, as well? It's like a car. Like everyone says to me, you buy this really nice graphics card and you give it like a month and it'd be...
Yeah,
lots
a month
of
later
money.
it's worth like 400 quid instead of 500. So you can't sell it for as much as you bought it.
That's why I don't buy really, really expensive cars. I try and get top to mid-end range at a good price.
Yeah, ladies of the night, the prices never change.
I think I paid 120 quid for my 7870.
Yeah.
And it's like 2 years old and everything still runs fine on it.
I hate it when they just suddenly, you know, you bought a graphics card and like thought you've had your machine for a good long while, and then games start to lose frames, and it's like, what? Anyway, you check how much you can get for it on eBay, and all of the ones that are 5 years old, 30 quid.
Yeah, you're like, "Ah!"
Buy it now, 30 quid.
I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
You better wash your hands. But the whole thing with I remember when they did baked beans for a penny or something ridiculous as well years
Really?
ago. Penny a tin.
That's insane.
Yeah, you didn't hear about that.
No.
I think it was about 8, maybe 10 years ago. Supermarket
Target.
just slashed the prices on baked
Logging on to
beans.
target.
Lawrence also said something about, I know this deep skepticism that's caused by past price gouging and the decriminalisation scandal.
Decimalisation.
Yeah, decimalisation
Yeah.
scandal in 1984. Do you know
Yeah.
anything about that, Paul?
Yeah, they sort of took advantage of that decimalisation, as well as the pounds and kilos and all of the rest of it. And it's like I go into a supermarket. If I want potatoes, they make it easy to pick up a pack of baking potatoes where there's 4 in it,
Yes.
and put a price mark on them and call
Yeah.
them baking potatoes when they're just large potatoes and they weigh more.
Yep.
And stick a big premium price on it. And if you want loose potatoes, they make them difficult to get to. They put them at the lowest
your
point, so you've got to bend down to pick them up.
Targeting.
And they're always covered in shite, to put it bluntly.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like on produce in my place. The new potatoes are the worst ones. The normal baking potatoes that we have are actually quite clean, and you can get to them not too difficultly.
Oh, the dirty potatoes are good.
Yeah, they're the new potatoes we have. Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is it's all done by like how much is per kilo and that. But it's good because we've got those electronic scales now. You put them on there and it tells you exactly.
No,
price.
I won't do that. If I see loose
Really?
potatoes, I put them in the trolley loose. Yeah, because I boycott the way that supermarkets do stuff.
Yeah.
It's me and Jan.
Target.
It's me and Jan here. There's no way we're going to get through one of those £1.99 bags of 5 kilos of potato, and the
Oh,
food
no, I won't
waste.
buy
in this country
those.
is
I buy them loose and then you can price them up on the scale.
Oh yeah, but it's not convenient to buy them loose, is it? It takes time. They make the scales and the bags to collect for them really hard to open. The scales are high, or it's disgraceful. And then people throw food away because they'll buy the £1.99 potatoes, and because they're finicky, once they're 3-4 days old, they go, oh no, we'll throw those and get some fresh ones.
But don't be stupid. There's loads of potatoes that me and Syria got like that.
Oh yeah, but you're one of the few. Yeah, you're okay, but a lot of people, a majority of people, will throw those away.
What you got to do is just trim them down a little bit and get rid of the rubbish off of them. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, potatoes are, and then this is the other thing, they deep freeze potatoes now. Agriculturally, they have to, because there's 55 million people demanding potatoes in this nation, and they store them over winter. Sometimes they're 9 months or even a year old by the time they hit the shelf. Did you know that? Same with
I never knew
onions. Onions as well, yeah. But the thing is, as soon as they get into the supermarket, they're contaminated. They're exposed to the normal everyday bacteria that they've been in storage, and any of the protection the organism of the potato has gone. So when they hit the supermarket shelves, they degrade very, very quickly. And as soon as they get in your home, they do. But it is bad food
The
waste.
worst culprit for it is bananas. You put them on the shelf, and I guarantee you, in an hour and a half, they're yellow and people won't touch them.
Really?
Yep, they're that people are that finicky that you'll have a whole stack full of bananas, and because they're yellow, no one will have them. And then I'll
Go soft.
and then I'll replace them all with like nice green ones, and they'll all settle. and you get left with the yellow ones. So we have to bag. We have to, at the end of the day, or well, the next morning, we have to bag them all up and then reduce them all. And there's about 5 or 6 trays worth of bananas we just have to reduce because people just won't buy them. There's
And the
nothing wrong with them.
avocados.
Avocados actually sell okay. We haven't really had any issues with those.
Yeah, they are a problem from a consumer's perspective because they know that consumers will top to bottom feel them to see if they're
Yes,
right.
engage
This sort of
drive.
thing.
Engage
So what they've
jump.
started doing is softening the tops and bottoms of them by storing them upright. The real
Like that.
conspiracy. Well, it's not. It's a con. You get them back and they're brown inside,
4, 3,
bruised,
2,
and it's a nuisance.
engage.
But this far too. When I was a kid, you didn't have the choice of foods that were on the shelves now, the imports that we've got, and this whole thing where they have to put labels on of it being fair trade. I disagree with that as well.
We have to put country of origins on everything as well in my store.
Yeah, well, you do it in yours because you
trading
do
standards.
yours. Doing there because I'm not being funny, but Asda aren't fussy where they buy stuff. They've been in trouble for where they buy stuff before and all.
Yeah.
Asda have, yeah. They've had some very dodgy dark dealings. Asda where they've done deals with stuff that's off.
Ooh.
You know, stuff that even market traders wouldn't touch.
Naughty,
You know, their buyers have to bid on food, or they'll be. You know, Waitrose and Marks will come and get their stuff, and then Sainsbury's and Tesco will get their bit, and Asda will be there and say, yeah, okay, what's the deal now then? Well, there's a bit of that left. That's how it works, and it's no disrespect to the people you work, you know, where you work or anything, but it don't matter.
It's business.
It's business, yeah, and that's how it is. They keep the prices down. The quality of the stock's not going to be to the grade that it is elsewhere. Having said that, some of the stuff that's in Asda is of really good quality, really good, high quality. But it's then the trade-off for that is it's foreign.
Fuel scooping.
If you want to buy British,
Yeah. Just depends what you're after, really, isn't it? Some things are really good, there's some things aren't so not. But it's the same with all supermarkets.
Yep.
They all have their ups and downs.
yeah, that's it. I mean, you go to Waitrose, there's a load of crap in there sometimes. I ordered an online shop from them, and their motto is on their website. And this isn't me being snobby. This is me just look. You know, I'll have something a bit premium, so I have a bit of gear from them, and they're quite local, yeah, which is convenient. So what we do, we got an online order, and everything they bought for me had a use by date on it. I had to eat everything before the next day, or it was off.
What? That's terrible.
And the motto on their website is our
We pick it-
pickers.
Yeah, we pick it as
Our
if you were gonna
pickers pick it as if you were going to pick it. Well, they don't. They're not allowed to. They have to take the stuff that's going to run out first. And I'm all for non-food waste, and yeah, we should do that. But most people do like what I call a 5-day shop. There's no such thing as a shop once a week nowadays. In a 5-day shop, you should be able to buy most fresh food, and it's still edible by the 5th day. You know, and
But the pickers in our place, they actually pick at least 2 or 3 days ahead, so they get the stock from the back of the shelf. Because that's
Yeah.
what we were trained to do. When I pick on produce, I try and get as far dates as I can.
yeah, it doesn't help the supermarket, and of course it means that food's going to be wasted at stock levels. But
Yeah.
you know, it's the mentality of people, and we need longer shelf lives. But if you've only got once a week to shop, you've got to shop like that. But health and safety has made some of these use by dates ridiculous. I mean,
Well, they keep
potatoes do
saying
not
they
go
wanna
off in
change
9
it, don't they?
days.
No, they don't. Didn't the government say they wanted to change that as well? Because obviously the amount of food wastage is so ridiculous.
Carrots go off pretty rapidly, but it's because they're made to look as nice as they possibly can be as a root vegetable. They try and make them look
That's your
nice.
target.
Of course,
Well,
all they're doing is
target.
damaging them.
Well, when we get loose carrots, they're like, you open the bag up of loose carrots, they come in a massive bag and you put them in a tray.
Yeah.
You open it up and they're covered in water.
Yeah,
Make
they're
them look
gone.
fresh.
Yeah, they're gone as well after a few days because of that. Water's the biggest bloody enemy. It might make them look nice in the shop for a day or so, but
Not even that. You give it an
bacteria
hour and
need
they
the
look-
water to breed.
Yeah.
Stupidity of it. But it's not the supermarkets. It's what the consumer wants. They've got to have it looking nice. It's just it's madness.
Oh, I've got to scan that star. I'll just fling all the way around.
I'd like to get some of these supermarket executives and get them to play guess the fruit with each other, including marrows.
Oh yeah.
I can't stand them.
Never had a marrow.
Oh. Beavis and Butthead here.
Oh dear. Oh.
Have you had deep fried camembert before?
No, we sell that now. You can actually buy it in a like a little pack, and it tells you how to cook it and everything. And they do it with loads of little things. You can get one with like it's got chorizo, and you can sprinkle the diced chorizo on top of it and all sorts of stuff. I was tempted to buy one the other day, and I went, not this time. But I might give it a go at some point. Probably
Do you like
really
black
might.
puddings?
I do.
Yeah, it's superb. If you get a good one.
Yeah.
Apparently Lawrence likes Bavarian ham.
Bavarian ham.
Yeah,
I
shame
think I've
it's
had that
black.
from. I've had that from. Is it Lidl or Aldi? I've had that. Or is that from Asda?
Splazda.
I'm just hungry again. I don't think I can cope with anything sweet. I might just have 3 packets of crisps after instead.
Nom 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 crisps.
Ah, la, la. I can't even share this with you. It's inappropriate, but it is funny.
Giggle, 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 whatever it is.
Giggity.
Well, you can send it and it'll appear on my phone.
No.
And I'll giggle, and I can't say anything on the stream then. Oh, good me. See, I got the flat to myself until Siri comes back on Sunday.
You'll be able to have them. You'll be able to raid the fridge, won't you? Yeah, you'll be able to go to the fridge whenever you want.
Nom 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 nom. Siri come back and go, where's all the food gone? I was hungry. Now we buy our own food anyway.
Do you?
Yeah.
Where's the economics in that?
Well, because by the time I get home and have dinner, she's already eaten, so there's no point.
Yeah, I suppose.
Extra target.
Do you get
Target.
Kentucky now and again, do you?
No, I'm quite good. I don't get takeaway very often.
I don't bother with it.
Hmm?
I don't bother much with it. Have an Indian now and again. Try and
Yeah, an Indian is quite nice to have now and then.
I panic bought an Indian when the snow come down the other night. I thought they're not going to be able to get up to the village. I better order one. I can't go 3 days without a curry. I've got to have one. I panic bought it at
Have you had
5:30.
any more snow yet?
What?
Any more snow yet?
Yeah, there's a little flurry going on. Little later on the car.
Haven't had any at all here.
Dusting, I should say.
That's
We've
your
got it.
target.
Locking onto target.
Had some last night. Looked like it. Possibly be set in, you know, a few days, and then it's gone this morning.
Oh. Oh, a metal planet with rings around it. That's pretty cool.
Do you ever jump out and go have a nice close look at the ring?
Yeah, sometimes I do, and I go flying amongst the asteroids, and I did that last night in the
Quite
stream.
hefty.
It's really pretty.
Mm.
Oh, I might do that now. The hell of it, it's going to do it.
Was it an icy job or it's a metal one? Is
It's
it?
a metal planet, yes. It's all molten.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Gas map.
Where are you, Bell End? You went off and left me.
Wait till I'll tell you.
Nah, it's alright. I probably won't be able to get back in anyway.
But,
I've got pink eye, and I've got that pink
yeah.
eye thing. You're tired, and you.
Yeah. Pink eye.
Well, whatever you call it.
Look like Pink Eye in South Park.
Yeah.
Turn into zombies.
What was it we said to Curtis, is my son's girlfriend, that she had eyes like pig eyes, that's right.
Hey guys.
You know, when pigs look around, they're almost human. Pig
Astra,
eyes.
disengage.
He'd make his girlfriend
drive
cry, we used to.
disengaging.
I mean, you know, making her laugh and stuff.
Mm.
No,
Astra boost.
she's a right
Afterburners.
little.
Maxing engines.
Well, she's a gobby she is.
She's like, bah, 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 bah.
Well, she's just so opinionated.
One of those, is it?
Yeah.
That orca actually does look like a limo from the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they did on the newsletter. They said stats of what most ships in the game are owned by. As in, it's Sidewinder, then it goes Eagle, and the least owned ship is the Orca, apparently.
Yeah.
They said wait until you find out what the special cargo it
They
can
did.
hold is.
They did say though that the only reason why the Sidewinder is so popular is because everybody starts with it,
Yeah.
and the only reason why the Eagle is so popular is because every beta backer has it.
Yeah.
It's the Cobra that's the most popular.
Third.
But
That's
that's the
third,
one
yeah.
that everyone buys first. Yeah.
Well, it's a lot like driving a car, isn't it? That
Mm.
it's you know, the windscreen's all angled the same as the DeLorean from Back to the Future. I guess you guys even overlooked that.
Oh, I didn't realise that. I love Back to the Future as well.
Mm.
Absolutely love that. Those films are great. I even played the point-and-click adventure game that came out by Telltale.
I'll tell you what, is that the
good.
nebula in the background there? No, that's that planet in the background. Look at that. Doesn't it look nice through there? Yeah, it's pretty cool that. Get some nice screenshots like of that.
Flying amongst the asteroids now in the ring. It looks
Look
so
up,
cool.
look at it. It's like a big angry blister.
Yeah.
Look like great big shiny turds. You haven't got a mining thing on board then?
No, I'm just doing this for the fun. It spikes the lag now and then when it's loading stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Still, it's impressive it can render all this pretty quickly and not have many issues.
If you showed this to someone 20 years ago, they wouldn't have believed you. That's not in-game footage. Well, console owners are like, that's not in-game footage.
The thing is though, like the PS4's got a decent graphics card and it can do this stuff really easy.
Really?
Yeah,
don't think so.
it's got quite a good card in it, and so's the 360. They both got ATI
Still-
cards at the top end.
Yeah, it's still only about as good as a 400 quid computer though.
Yeah. Well, that's the price tag on it.
Just
isn't
what?
it?
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
a boost.
optimised.
You might
for-
as well just buy the computer for the same price, because then you can just stick a PlayStation pad on it if you really want to.
I think the only reason people get the consoles is the console exclusive games now.
Yeah.
Consoles are convenient and they're quick.
Yeah, put it in, turn it on, put the disc in, done.
I mean, I'd have a few sprinkled around the house and stuff. I'd have
Astra,
one
do
upstairs,
Super
and
Cruise.
if you could use a keyboard and
Engaging
mouse.
Super Cruise.
You
You
can
can
with
now.
the PS3 you could have, yeah, you could plug the keyboard and mouse with the PS3.
What,
And
the
the
new?
The old PS3 you could put a keyboard and mouse in it and use it.
Yeah.
And the Xbox 360 I could plug a keyboard into that and type all messages with a keyboard. Fine.
Yeah.
I got rid
Yeah,
of
it was an emulate. It was an emulated version thing, though, wasn't it? It wasn't a.
But you could plug the keyboard in fine with the 360, it worked. Picked up the keyboard and you could use it to type messages on the messenger and stuff like that. But I got rid of my 360, just didn't use it anymore. Sold it, put it in CEX, saw it was in the window, went back there a couple of weeks later and it gone. Someone had it.
Yeah, they're popular, aren't they?
So I was quite happy with that.
Well, a computer's a hobby, isn't it? A gaming computer, it's. They're a lot to maintain, really.
Mm.
Software, just maintaining your software properly so that the hardware runs effectively is nuts on its own.
Yeah, Astra full impulse.
Maximum impulse.
What's this? I'm picky about my ham. It's got an exceptional texture, and the best cuts are 99.5% fatless.
Yes, Lawrence.
Fatless? Fatless?
He's so. He is picky, isn't he?
Do you like breaded ham, or do you? I bet you pull that off. I bet you pull off the ham, don't you? The fat. I bet you pull the fat off the ham. I bet he does.
He's back in work tomorrow, apparently. I should have words with him about. What ham do you like, Lawrence? Should I go to him?
I wonder if
Should we
he's
take
ever pilfered ham and nommed it in the shop. You know, like gone down the aisle, no one's around. I'll just bite that ham on the bone before they get it in the slicer.
Yeah, good luck trying to do that. It's behind the counter, isn't it?
Yeah. Do they film your actions behind the can? I've seen bastards picking their nose behind there, and all the snivelling bastards. Those shop bastards. They don't even wash their fingers properly, and they've got their hands all over
there
the
are cameras
stuff.
everywhere, and I asked security, do you watch colleagues? And they said not very often, but if we got a
Nose
suspicion,
pickers.
there's a suspicion that something's going on, they'll watch people.
Yeah, no, there was someone in Sainsbury's once on the had the hat and all the uniform and used the gloves and everything, but she had a massive wart on her face with hairs growing off it.
Oh,
What?
no.
You know, like one of them moles, a big chocolate chip or something, and it was like dangling hairs into the meat. And the fishmonger using the weighing scales without washing the thing once. I put my basket of shopping down on the counter. I said, make sure someone puts that back for me. I'm going. They're like, but what are you doing? I said, well, I'm not buying stuff here. You don't even keep the place clean. Get away. Just walked out. I was really in a huff. Really in a huff. I couldn't find what I wanted. I was hungry for food and didn't know what to eat. You know, when you just mill around in the supermarket and an
hate
hour goes
that.
by and you've got nothing.
I hate that. I've done
Over
that.
hungry. Stomach cramp.
You're like,
all
I
of
fancy that. And then you go to the aisle with that food and you go, actually, I don't fancy that. I fancy that. You go to the aisle with that food and you go, actually, and then you're like, I need to buy something.
Oh, and then you go in the supermarket and there's some lollock with his denim, with his denim shorts off and his string vest over by the food, getting barbecue stuff for his chavvy mates. Like you're just trying to get
Got
something
any
for
barbecue, Phil? Got any coal?
Well,
It's
them,
cold
yeah.
down the seasonal while. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Yeah, and they
Oh
stink
my
cider
God.
at like 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
I hate people.
Oh, I had this guy come up to me today, and he went to me, can you do me this one big favour? This one favour? And I said, yeah, what's that? He said, can you do the tap on the pocket and go, that's Asda price? And I went, no. No, I'm
He
not
did
doing
not.
that. Yeah, he said that to me and I went, no, I'm not doing that.
Do you know what I'd have said to him?
And he went, oh, spoil sport. And then off he went, and he came back past and he goes, oh, spoil sport. And I just laughed. And then he went up to one of my other colleagues who was on Shield and said to her, can you do that? Blah, blah, blah. And she was like, no. And then Angie come up to me and said, that guy just told me that. I said, yeah, he told me as well. I said, didn't we have that removed from the advert like 3 years ago or something?
Well, you have to. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I was like, I'm not doing that. I said,
All of the staff
said
walking
it's
around
kind of-
handling their asses and then food. It's just not the done thing.
no, stupid cretin. What a numpty. I bet he was looking for all the cheap stuff as well.
I think he was looking for you in particular.
Oh no, have I suddenly become famous?
I don't know what his motives were, but if he was trying to have a chat with you in the supermarket and getting you to,
Fail.
that thing, yeah, get out.
Epic fail.
He cuts the fat off all his meat. Look.
That's
yeah,
what
we can
Lawrence
do
said,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I do that. I cut the fat off.
That
Yeah,
lamb,
gotta do
oh
that.
my god, that lamb was so nice.
Any bit of sinew in your mouth. Oh. So you don't like it? Yeah, he gets a bit of gristle in his mouth, and you don't like it. This one.
Meh.
I eat anything. I'll eat pig's trotter. Have you had pig's trotter?
No, I haven't. Have you?
Yeah, I've had trotter. And ears and chap face of a pig. You know, they serve it, don't they? You must have had pig face before, Rega.
May I've had without me knowing, maybe.
Are you digging around for ham in that empty packet? Was I
No,
seeing
it's
that
it's
then?
no, it's completely empty. It's going in the bin now. There you go, in the bin.
What's this £1 section he's talking about?
Oh yeah, we have a £1 shop section where it's like down on Home and Leisure. It's £1. You can buy loads of little bits for £1.
What bits?
All sorts of things, cleaning stuff, all sorts.
Oh,
of things.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about them packs they do with a swede, a turnip, a carrot, and a potato? and
Yes,
call it
well, they
stew
don't-
pack.
Yeah, but we don't have potato in it. It's a Swede carrot.
I think they're
and
brilliant.
Parsnips. So it's like just over £1 or so.
I think they're brilliant.
They sell
I-
crazy though.
I chop that up, peel it and prep it, and pour boiling water over that with a good, almost half a handful of sea salt. And then a little while later, when that's been there for a while, is I stick about half a litre of water on that, and then boil it up, and you get a beautiful stock from it. And then I make a nice little stew with that, or start a bourguignon off with it. It's lovely. Well, an English bourguignon, you know, stew. Them little stew things for £1. Might have to get you to bring me 50 down next time you come down.
They'd be like, "Where's all the stock gone?" Sometimes we have people come along and they literally take the whole entire tray of stock. And then Darren turns around and goes, "Where's it all gone? They're animals! Animals, I tell ya!" He's saying this like really loud on the shop floor.
What about people? People buying food.
He's brilliant. He'd come along and they'd be like someone wrecking like lifting the trap and taking the stock home, and he'd look at me and I look at him and he goes, "Animals, aren't they? Terrible." And I'm just like,
Why can't I get one stick of celery?
I don't know actually. We don't sell it individually. We just do it in a pack.
Why? I want one stick of celery.
I don't know.
That's wrong.
Do you know what they kept? You know, we stopped selling half cucumbers. Customers started snapping the cucumbers in half, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
You still got to pay
And
for
then,
all of
and
it.
they're like, "Oh, we want a half cucumber," and I said, "That can't go through the till like that. You still got to pay full price because the barcode. You want to take the whole
Idiot.
fee." They're like, "Oh, can't they charge you half?" I said, "It's not on the system anymore. It's been deleted."
I took one red chilli to the counter once. I do that. I don't want three. I opened the bag and
You
took
see
one
what,
out.
see what Lawrence just said? But
What?
if you really want to take the mickey, I just started buying premium leaf tea from Twinings with my new glass teapot. Adjusts monocle. You posh so-and-so.
Yeah, loose tea. I like loose tea, but the point is, you can't get a decent tea strainer from any of the supermarkets. They've all got, they're shite. You know, you might as well pour it through a sock. Not one of the socks you've got scattered around your lounge and on your desk.
I'm not that bad.
He's looking around, look, for socks. Have I got one here? It's been there for weeks.
This system is ridiculous. It's taking me ages to explore it. Oh, I'll be finishing the stream in like.
I was
9
so
minutes.
hungry yesterday, I went and got a spoonful of Bisto granules and ate them.
What? Are you serious?
I didn't. And then spat it back out on some toast and put some. It's lovely.
Bisto on toast.
It's that childlike thing.
Bisto!
I know. I'm going to make up a new drink. We've got no Ribena left. I'm going to get some milk and some orange juice and make an orange milkshake.
Oh, you did that, didn't you, as well?
The stupid-
Everywhere. Oh goodness. What are we like?
Galaxy Map.
I'm after a coffee pot with a glass lid from the 1950s.
Oh,
I've still
they'd be
been looking for one
they're
for a few
really
years.
hard to find.
I saw one on eBay go for about 140 quid.
That's
My
not
nan and granddad used to have them, you know, a few of them, and they were awesome. You could pour coffee into it, and like leave it there for all day, and it would still be hot. And if it wasn't, they'd just stick it straight back on top of the Rayburn.
Oh wow.
But it was superb, superb.
Is it
My
like one of
granddad
those
used to put
classic
dem-
coffee pots, is it then they used to have on the old
It's
machines
just
and that?
just a tall thing and silvery and with a glass lid, and it put 3 spoonfuls of demerara straight in it, but well, I say spoonfuls, where they used to have a dry store, it was solidified and always had a bit of moisture on it. But that's how they lived, you know, back then and back in the 70s. But they'd take this demerara and put, you know, a couple of chunks of that in the pot, pour the coffee on and leave it there. It'd be lovely. You could drink from it. You'd go back to it all day. It was lovely.
Wow.
Still haven't found one. A friend of mine saw one and bought it, but you can't use it. It's one of them silly ones for show that's crap.
Oh.
I do
Pigeon.
like coffee.
Yep. Getting pigeons right by a star.
Honestly, that sound when you get pigeoned. Well, it's not. It's almost like, aha, got ya. It's almost like when you've had bad food and your bowel starts creeping around.
And then you actually hear the
Making-
noise of the blips going and going.
It's the bowel.
Next target.
Ship's bowel going berserk.
When it starts
Jetting
creaking, doesn't it,
itself.
as well? It goes. As you've been interdicted, it starts creaking away, and you're like, "Ah." I'm going to be here for ages exploring all this. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's good though, isn't it?
Eh, some shiny stuff.
Astra, innit?
Astra target.
Targeting.
Gonna get into what here?
Feeling hot, hot, hot. Da, da. Tiny little moon. Look at the moon. Look at the moons. Look at the moons. Look at the moons. Pretty moons. Pretty, 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 pretty. All shiny and nice.
Dear.
Do do do. It's a rocky planet.
I haven't had a Chinese takeaway for ages.
I always find Chinese a little bit too greasy.
Charging. Prevention.
I don't know. I mean, they do really terrific steamed rice and stuff. Ours. It's really good. And the sweet and sour sauce is the old. It's not the crap that they buy in bulk. You know, like
Yeah.
they make this with fresh fruit, pineapple, and everything.
Wow.
Vinegar. It's lovely.
Oh, there's another ship flying around. I'm not so alone anymore.
What is it? An NPC up there?
Yeah. Flying around like he's a boy. He's a lost little fly. That's
Yep.
what he's doing. It's like, "Ooh." It's not like one that goes flying around the lights, which we hate.
Oh, those bastards. Those
Wee,
ones that do the
wee,
50p
wee.
thing.
Yeah.
50p. I'm flying around in a shape like a 50p. Up your finger award. I'm going to land on your head and drink juice. Go away.
And they start bouncing off the light. They're like, I can get in, donk. I was thinking
Oh,
there's a
I
donk.
hate it. What about
You're
when
like-
you get another one come in and they start shagging in the air? It's disgraceful. Have you seen that?
No.
What are you doing? I've got a cup of tea there. There's remnants falling in it. Get out. Filthy little, you know.
You little cretins.
Look at them. There's maggots everywhere. If I see maggots, I stamp on them. I know they're children, but I still stamp on them.
You know, when you see maggots, you've got a problem.
Well, that's why I got the food disposal unit in the end. I
Astra
couldn't abide
target.
the fact that the bin men only
Love
came around
target.
once a fortnight because of
Mm.
savings. And, you know, if you put a little bit of leftover something in there, it turns into, you know, a whole farm and school of newborns from these flying bastards.
I'll tell you something, I'm really lucky that they actually empty our... We've got communal bins, obviously, because they're massive bins for the flats. They empty them once a week, thank goodness.
I know, but they get, because of the size of them, you get a couple of blue bottles in there, mate.
Game over!
Well, it is. You got a flock of them. Oh yeah, I saw something yesterday about rats.
Yeah.
One female rat that mates gives birth in 9 months, potentially to 2.75 million offspring within 9 months. 2.75 million offspring in 9 months from one female rat.
That's crazy.
That can't be right.
It is. It is. That's a Stephen Hawking quote, by the way.
We had
Yep.
mice. Did I tell you we had mice?
That's,
in our
that's
building?
sorry to cut you off there. That was a documentary that was on about the New York Underground.
Mm.
Yeah, one female rat once mated, because there's numbers of other rats, males there, is 2.234 million rats in 9 months from
Oh.
that. Yeah, that's the numbers, and they're giving them drugs now that slow down their
Reproduction.
systems. Yeah, slow it down. Yeah, I watched this thing last night. Yeah, sorry to bore you with that fact, Fade, but yeah, you know what I've been like about animals in the last few days. Not in the bestiality sense, Rega. I can see you straight-faced and thinking a bit too much there. You giraffe fister!
Oh, someone put a picture on Twitter the other day, and it has like a giraffe and a tree, like a drawing, and the tree gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's like evolution. At the end of it just has the tree saying "F off" to the giraffe. It's like the tree's like in orbit, and the giraffe's neck is the same size still. It's like F off.
Giraffes are so pointless. Look at them. Look at them, you lanky, stupid, spotty twat. What are you here for? What? I can't stand pointless
That's your
animals.
target.
Pointless.
No,
Wasp.
don't try request
Request
landing,
done.
you silly woman.
That's what I'm going to call sidewinders now.
That's your
Wasps.
target.
Pointless,
Wasps.
Looking
irritating
onto
bastards. And they are as well.
They just crash into you because they're bored.
Pulling you out of hyperspace for 30 grand.
And then they run away because they see what you are afterwards. I had one pull me out of hyperspace. He didn't even fire a shot, he just turned the other way. I was like, where are you going? I'll blow you up now then, you plonker. Wait, I'm not wasting... Oh. That's stupid.
It's like having some. I thought someone was putting a cigarette out on my back in a nightclub when I was younger. It was a wasp caught in my shirt.
Ooh.
I turned around to this bloke. I said, "What are you doing, mate? Stupid or something?"
He's like,
What's the matter? What's the matter? I haven't done anything. I said, "Yes, you have. You put your finger." Because he stands there with a fag, and I continue to feel it burning me. And yeah, it's like having a cigarette put out on you. Wasp.
yeah, I've been stung by one in the hand once. I used to work in the car park, and I was collecting the trolleys, and I grabbed hold of a trolley, and there was a wasp on the trolley. I didn't realise it. Grabbed hold of it, and it
Nasty.
stung me, and I was like, ah! Next thing you know, the sting's come off. It's flown away. Worst thing I've done is I pulled the sting out, didn't I? Well, my hand swelled up like a balloon.
Yes, no joke. Those punks.
It hurt. I was like, first time I've ever been stung as well. I was like, oh, this could be bad. Thing is, they don't tell you you have a reaction, yeah, unless you've been stung more than once. Because it might not happen first time, apparently.
Really?
Yeah,
I run like this Billy-O when there's a wasp around.
I hate them.
Ridiculous.
Well, they are. They're just like,
I do
I'm a wasp.
somersaults and shit.
Just somersault.
Yeah.
I'm a wasp. I see him and I go, oh god, here we go. And he's just like, come on then, I'll sting ya, and I'll
Why-
keep stinging ya. And you're like, oh.
Neighbours thought I was nuts. Moved into this place with Jan just after we were married, and next door neighbours, we had these little fern trees between our garden. You could just see eyes over the top, from the neighbours. And of course, I've walked into my garden one morning and then walked backwards out of it, clawing away from my face a cobweb that I'd walked into.
Oh,
There was bits of baby spiders and flies and everything in this thing. So immediately, you've
That's
walked
your
into it, you
target.
freeze. So then
Locking
I was
onto
walking backwards,
target.
pulling it away from my face, and they can see me from about 30 metres away. They didn't say nothing to me until about 4 months later, and started talking to them. I was having a glass of wine with them, and they said, We're begging to find out what this episode was with you in the garden this time, where you just walked in and then just started walking backwards. Didn't realise it was a cobweb. They just thought I was a lunatic.
Yeah.
But they had seen me get out of the car once and then just suddenly, sporadically run up and down the path towards my front door, bang on it, and panicked to get in, couldn't get in, and ran back to the car and slammed the door. And that was a wasp. Lunatic. But if you don't see the wasp and you just see someone just suddenly get up and start belting around like an idiot, instead of running away completely, because of the social circle they're in, they'll run round in a circle not to get away from where they're sitting. It looks mad. Drinks go flying and all sorts.
I think the worst thing I've had is, have you ever seen a hornet, Paul?
Oh yeah, those bastards that look like a flying stiletto.
No. I mean a hornet, as in they're like a giant wasp.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
They're
stiletto.
so scary, and
yeah.
the noise they make as well.
Yeah, I've seen, them
I've
in
seen one and I
Cyprus.
was like, oh, like ran. I ran for the hills, didn't look back, just ran away.
I froze to the spot in Cyprus next to the pool, and this one went down. It was drinking a bit of the water that splashed off from the pool, and I froze. I didn't want to get up in front of 100 people around the pool, and I froze. Everything was going wrong. My body was panicking. My nipples were itching. My armpits were sweating. Everything was going wrong, and I was staring and sweating. And this thing looked. It just turned me. I'm serious. It
Yeah,
just
they
looked
do
at
that.
me.
Yeah, they're scary things. They are.
Bastard thing.
Imagine a nest of those. Oh,
Mm.
they eat wasps. They literally go, ha ha, you're my breakfast. Ha.
Yeah, I like those plants that do that with the flies.
Oh, Venus
Yeah.
flytraps.
You got to have about 20 of them though, because once they close up,
They
takes
die,
them
don't
about
they?
a
Yeah.
week. They live off that for a week, a fly. I want one. I want a triffid just for the people that walk past, let their dogs shit everywhere. Can you imagine that? Triffid. Ya la 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 la.
Crazy.
You still got JD left in your room?
Me? No. Or Fade. Fade still
I've
got
still
JD.
got- Yeah, I still got JD.
I couldn't have that around me. I'd be gone in a day. Couple of days.
I didn't drink that much either.
Ah, you just have a little nip of it now and again.
Yeah.
JD doesn't last long with me either. It's like, gone.
See, well, 3 drinks will do me in for the night, so.
Scanning away.
Checking my email.
You got the email. We got the email.
See if there's anything interesting in there. People that get email from marketing sources, add them as friends. Nothing in the forum today, which is great.
Nice and quiet.
It is great. I mean, they do go in there and they look at stuff. It's a busy old forum, really. You morons! Go and watch the videos.
Yes, all we say to them. What's the videos? I don't understand. Ah! Did you get what?
You don't understand. Yeah, really.
We're not that horrible, are we?
No, but if I had a real business and they were coming in and saying some of the things they were saying, I would get a taser out. Some of them, especially to Stez.
Yeah.
Stez the skinhead.
Says the skinhead.
He came along with a question and Fade said, with a name like that, that's not going to be the end of it. That's going to be trouble. Sure enough, over a period of a few weeks, he turned into a loony.
What?
He lived up to his name, the skinhead.
Yeah.
What did he do, Fade?
He's just an
Oh,
arse.
Yeah, he's just going on about shite all the time, weren't he?
Complaining, but aggressively.
Oh, I've been pigeoned!
I can't get this to work. Why aren't you helping me? I
Astra,
deserve
previous
help
target.
after paying for this. It's
Previous
like,
He
Oh,
look,
called
it's
me
a
a Nazi,
sidewinder.
you know. Did you know that? He called me a
Uh.
Nazi.
it's like, look, dude, we've helped you out 4 times already. From the first time, we showed you every single video you need to get everything you want done. And he was like, oh, but you should be helping me. I paid for this pack. You should be helping me more. It's like,
Under
dude,
attack.
we've given you all the help we could
Astra,
possibly
deploy
give.
hard points.
More than
Hard
any other
points.
company ever could.
Astra, power to weapons.
off.
Target!
I felt like putting him through to a call centre.
Astra, target.
You know, I'll get
Locking
in the
target.
waiting list.
Target shields offline.
Silly sidewinder! Bye!
Stez, why don't you, Jazz?
Target destroyed.
Stez. He was horrible, wasn't he?
Did you ban him in the end?
Yeah, we did. I
Oh my
removed him.
god!
What we did, we didn't just ban him. We wrote to the town that he lives in and got the mayor to remove him from the town village. And they stuck a massive kite in the air and tied it to him. And off he went, removed. He just saw a trail of excrement falling from the sky.
He's gone! Astra, retract hard points.
Retracting
No, but you know,
weapons.
some people that just want the
Astra
moon
power
on a
engines.
stick.
Power diverted to engines.
Astra, engage Super Cruise.
Charging
It's just when
super
they get
cruise
really. It's
drive.
like we help them as much as we can, but if you, as the saying goes, is what I say to many people:
3,
if you can't help yourself, then we
1.
can't help you.
Engage.
Right, it was a bit like this. I've got a packet of peanuts and I can see the tear mark at the top. And I've got to the mark where you tear it at the top. And I've got to horizontally pull that and just open it a bit. But I can't be bothered to do that, so I'm going to pass it to you to do. And if you spill the peanuts, it's all your fault. It's just like that with this arse one. You know, like that. How annoying is that when someone passes you something to open and it's like, well, really?
Mm.
Get some scissors and piss off. But they do, you know, I mean, and he was just like that week after week for about 3 weeks.
So you
I've done that, but I can't do anything else.
do you think he was just trolling?
In the end, he was, yeah. Yeah, we were nothing less than polite and good to him and gave him some extra assistance. But, you know, if he... No disrespect to the Down syndromes, and, you know, they do struggle a bit with some things, but this particular guy, they would have been really handy to help him. Yeah, no, I mean that. You know, he had he didn't have an ounce of an idea. You know, and we've got some customers that are Down syndrome, and they manage, don't they, Fade?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got what's his name? That Alberto Porco, the Italian guy. He's actually a Down syndrome.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, really clever.
Yeah.
And you know, and I think when people when people like that really do struggle, and then you get somebody else come along that's got a brain, and they're blessed with intelligence, and they just won't use common sense. I just think I've got no time for you. Yeah. Yeah, Alberto Porco. Porcu, his name is
Yeah, because he asked a
I don't
couple
know how
of
to-
things, didn't he, about a couple
Yeah.
of bits and bobs. And how's he getting on now? Is he getting on alright?
He's yeah, he knows how to run it all. In fact, he's done it. He does all the conditions, everything.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Clever guy.
Hmm. Yeah. So you know, when people stereotype them and oh no, that must be, it's wrong because half of them are you know, don't need the help that half of these other idiots can't be bothered to learn. Believe it. I don't mean that in a condescending way either. And I didn't mean to say either as a pun for, you know, their eyes being far apart either. That's Fade just texted me that. You shouldn't do that, Fade.
You are
Just
terrible.
encourages
Faye.
me, that does.
Faye's like, hee 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 hee,
I know,
wow,
it's
I'm going to
terrible,
make it
isn't
be
it? It's wrong, it's
profane.
out of order. Yeah, let's not joke about these things. All right. Wrong. Yeah, so yeah, there's the skinhead. Yeah.
Just as you
Biscuit,
said
anyone?
that, I spotted a system called Rega.
Hey, let's go then, have a party.
A party, I like it.
Partey!
Emailed me called J Upile. No joke. No joke. Yeah, he's asking me
Extra
why I
50%.
can't see the binding.
50% speed.
Do you think
Look in
people
the
have
bindings
stupid email?
folder.
Do you think people have stupid email addresses just so it's easy for them to remember them?
There's one here called Julian Humbert. Yeah, that's definitely messing around people.
Right, I'm going to scan this last planet and then I'm going to end the stream for the night. Because I've been streaming for 3 hours.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't
I've got this
realise.
email address for you.
Go on.
Colonhead. at
Colon.
AOL
Are you
dot-
serious?
Yeah, colonhead at AOL.com.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Oh dearie me.
I mean, I've got a profane one. Email address, of course I have one. I reply with it to people like Stez now and again. Did you say you're ending the stream? I thought it was. I thought you said that 20 minutes. I thought it was finished.
No!
I did really.
No, I'm going to end it in a minute. I'm just going to explore this last planet. And
Then we can say profane stuff.
Yes! You can start
Also.
swearing like
We
mad.
shout penis and all sorts.
God, so that is what ended there!
You two are terrible for profanity. You let slip all the time, you two.
Am I that bad?
No.
I've done it. I did it a couple of times. I don't mean to.
Oh, it's a ring around that planet. I thought I was having a really bad screen tearing issue then.
Is it the black, really dark one?
Yeah, really dark planet and
Is that
there's
Winty? Is that Winty?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it
Winty's
is.
a
Sometimes
pain
I've
for
cracked
ages.
into that.
I say, yeah, you got to be really careful.
That's the problem when you get to Winty. All you can see is black rings,
Mm.
and you only see because the station's level with it, isn't it? So you don't see it unless you're above it or below it.
But
And it goes on for miles as well. I've been on when you jump to Super Cruise. It's like, what's that? And then it's just like a whole load of it coming towards you.
Right, well, thank you very much, guys, for joining me, Paul and Fade again, once again on the Twitch stream. I'd like to say a big thank you for everyone who joined us tonight and hope to see you again soon. So thank you very much, guys, and good night.